These Withered Roots is a game played by adults and is intended for a mature audience. The game explores dark and difficult themes, including death, corruption, violence, and injustice, which may be uncomfortable or upsetting to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. There's an unnatural darkness seething in the foothills of the Kausar Spine. Not content to linger among the scree slopes and the iron-laden outcrops, it advances, creeping out of the mountains and into the valley beyond, towards the town of Brunmill. The wind carries whispers that the Shadowdark has lurked here for ages, an ancient presence buried deep within the mountains, where stone was chiseled, veins were bled, and something old was disturbed. And now, after a millennia of prosperous brutality, it has awoken to consume the light. When the monarch of Har called for answers, a small band of unlikely heroes was dispatched to seek its source. They made haste for Brunmill, where the will of the people has long been crushed beneath the iron hand of industry and its familiar implements: contract, debt, and the sanctified cruelty of corrupt masters. In Brunmill, law no longer serves justice. In Brunmill, convenience and obedience are mistaken for order. Brunmill, as we have witnessed, is a town ruled not by crown or the gods, but by the Glavoon Mining Company, and by Clarissa Glavoon at its head, whose authority is enforced with ink, chains, and quiet threat of survival. Indeed, the company sits mighty above the people, taught that survival is payment enough for their suffering. We watched as an insurrectionist dwarf was put to death by the masses, accused and convicted of spreading panic and false rumors, inciting unrest among contracted laborers, damaging company assets, and conspiring with goblins to delay company business. His execution was declared lawful, necessary, just. And for some in the crowd assembled to witness this heinous invocation, the value of truth was revealed. It is a dark time indeed. 6 miles east of Brunmill lies the Patch, a mining camp raised to harvest iron from the depths of the Kausar, now swallowed by the Shadowdark. The lamps have gone dark, the furnaces cold. What remains is shrouded beneath a gloom so foul that no flame burns long within it. And it is here that we return to the story. My friends, you have entered the Shadowdark. You have heard and seen hideous creatures from the darkness. After being attacked by massive leathery-winged mosquito-like monsters, you sought shelter in an abandoned gatehouse. Here you sit while your lantern light falters, threatening to plunge you into utter darkness. My friends, the next step is yours to make.
All right, who's got the lantern? These 2 pieces of 2 flasks of oil. Who wants to carry them?
I'll take the lantern. I've got 2 hands.
Does it already have oil in it?
You shake the lantern and it does not, but there are 2 flasks that you also picked up that were in an uncovered wooden box.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get that lantern ready then, I'd say.
All right, listen. If we're going to be here, we need to do something with the time that we have.
Yeah.
I want us to preserve 2 hours of light to get us out of here, so we have up to that point, and then we're turning around. Does everyone understand? Is everyone good with that?
Of course.
We have no map. We have a general idea of the layout. We know that there are other buildings. We need to find our way to the next one and get inside and reassess. Everyone good with that? We can't stay here.
Well, let's go.
Ziva, do we have an idea of where your brother would have been? I suppose all bets are off.
No, I just generally speaking, no, he would have been up here working at the mine, but it's been more than 10 years since I left town. I don't really know what his day-to-day would have looked like up here.
All right. Jumping like frogs on lily pads from house to house. Better than no plan.
I'll lead the way if someone will stay nearby with light so I can see. But you don't have to put yourselves in front.
How much more do I have on this torch, Dave?
I would say with the amount of time you spent in this space, it's probably coming to its end at this point.
Okay. Got one more torch, or do we want to use the lantern from here out?
The benefit of the
Lanterns
lantern is
are-
it gives you twice as much illumination, out to
Nice.
60 feet.
I say we might as well use it. I'll leave the torch as a backup while further way out.
Keep it handy.
Do you want to take one of my torches? I have 4.
All right, then.
Have an extra.
Back up to full in my slots.
I will reserve 2 of these to get us out of here if all else fails. When we're down to these, we have to leave.
All right.
But know that I have them in case something happens.
Right. I got 2. I also have 2 torches now. Yuan has 2 torches. After this one is basically burned out as we leave this building. Do we want to light that lantern?
I think so. I think we need to take advantage of the light that we have for what we're here to do. The torches can get us out of here.
Yep.
There is also the matter of my magic. So long as it holds. I can provide light that way.
Yes. Right.
Okay, so I imagine, Chevron, you make your way to the door, and if you recall, after escaping from those giant mosquito-like creatures, they had smashed up against the wall and they were making quite a bit of a racket, but that has tapered off, and you haven't heard that for quite some time now, thinking perhaps at least they have removed themselves as immediate danger, and you get to the door and listen, you hear nothing.
What is the gatehouse we're in? What is that made out of?
It is a stone foundation and wooden walls, wooden roof.
What's the wood look like? What kind of condition is it in?
It looks worn. Like, it doesn't even seem like it's, and especially that gatehouse, like when you came through the gate and everything, it looked old, like it had been there for a long time, like almost unnaturally weathered. And the similar characteristics for the wood of this building. It just looks dilapidated. There are thick cobwebs along the walls. Yeah, it looks like it wasn't well maintained, maybe, or perhaps something has happened to it since being enveloped in the Shadowdark, perhaps. But yeah, it looks worn.
Does it look like it would burn well?
I think if you had an accelerant, you could probably get it burning.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Worst comes to worst, we burn this place down.
All right, now I'm just going to be guessing the direction that we're going, but I'm going to head somewhat
Follow the road, right?
true.
I would imagine there's offshoots from the road to the whatever outbuildings there are.
If I'm remembering my own magic correctly, I believe I divined that we wanted to go east.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
All right. I have my Morning Star in one hand, my left, and my shield in my right.
Okay. Just as you reach to open the door, you hear a sound from beyond.
That's
And then it
not one
goes
of those
quiet.
things. That wasn't one of those things, was it?
Not the bad things, no.
They didn't make that sound.
Regardless of any silence that we're able to manage, I don't think we're going to be able to avoid it.
It would do us well to try to sneak.
Florence, you have an interesting response to that sound. What do you know about it?
I know what I feel. There is something deeply humbling and thrilling and exhilarating about being surrounded by the righteous anger of the earth. Wouldn't you agree?
No.
Stick around. Perhaps you'll come to appreciate it.
Are we ready?
We're ready.
Always ready.
Oh, pull open the door.
Yep.
Okay. As you open the door, you can almost feel the pressure change and shift as the Shadowdark sort of presses through the door, almost as if entering the establishment. A presence is certainly felt. The light of the lantern shines through the portal of this doorway into the darkness, some perhaps 60 feet beyond, and you can see that indeed there is a road leading away to the east that you had been following before you ran for safety. You can see that there is one of these creatures laying dead on the ground out in front of the building that you're in. Beyond that, it is darkness.
Who's behind me? Who has the lantern?
I am.
Right. Let's shine that forward and see as far as we can see. We'll press forward, keeping eyes open for whatever's making that sound.
One by one, you exit the gatehouse, the safety of the building's walls and door and boarded up windows into the open, dank air of this mining camp, the patch. Again, you can feel this coldness of this higher elevation mountain environment, bouldery, rock-strewn area ahead of you with the road heading off into darkness, and you make your way with the light shining forward. You see at the edge of the light distance as you're making your way through this space that there is the shape of a building emerges. It's a taller building, and it appears to be somewhat larger than the gatehouse. Made of wood with a stone foundation, very similar construction. You also notice that the path, the road that you're on branches and continues to the east and then to the southeast as well. Bit of a fork in the road.
We should check out the buildings.
We should. I don't think we can assume anything. We have to check everything.
There may be survivors.
Yes.
There may be materials.
Yes.
For more
There
torches.
may be a map.
That too.
We'll head towards that building and see if we can get inside there.
As you start to make your way towards it, you see emerge from the darkness with the illumination of your lantern light that there are 3 bodies that are laying in a pile. They look as though they perhaps died at the entrance or near the entrance to this larger building. And it is just deadly quiet.
Oh.
Ziva, can you perceive necrosis? Can you perceive the evil undead?
No, not that I've ever really tried. I mean, I get I've noticed that my magic seems to work stronger against them, but I don't have any way to know they're there ahead of time.
I'm just thinking of the things we encountered in the castle, and who knows what's out here. Those bodies. I don't know.
Everybody give me a wisdom check, please. This is going to be normal, so 12 is going to be your target.
12 on the dot.
Okay, success. Anyone else get a success?
No.
Okay.
You said it was intelligence?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Oh, then I definitely hit it.
Okay. All right. So as Chevron asks you this question and you look towards the pile of bodies and you're continuing to walk towards, you and also Huon, you notice that there's some sort of movement amongst the bodies. It's unclear what, but you see something shift. Perhaps some of the tattered clothing sort of slough off to the side, perhaps.
Things fucking moving. Shouldn't be moving.
I'm going to face it. The rest of you move to the building quickly.
No, we won't get separated again.
It's not that far. How far away are we from
So you guys are, I would say you guys are about 20 feet from the door to the building, and they're basically like right next to the door. There's this pile of bodies. You thought it was maybe 3. It looks like it could be, maybe it's more. But you'll have to go past the bodies to get through the doorway into this building, and the door's closed.
I'm between the rest of the group and the pile. Okay.
As you make your way to the door, you sort of stand in between this pile of bodies and your companions, Chevron, and you can see that there is movement. There's almost like this sort of shudder that comes from the pile of bodies. And you can see there's viscera. It looks as though at least one of them was disemboweled. There's body parts strewn around the threshold of this door. And as you get closer, within a couple of feet of this thing, you see as one of the body's heads turns towards you, and it just screams.
I think reflexively I'd club it.
Okay, go ahead and give me an attack roll. And Huan, give me a 2d4 roll, please.
2d4.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 23.
23, yeah. You club it, roll damage as you swing at this howling individual.
2d4, a 4 and a 2, so 6.
6 total? Okay.
5.
5, okay. Yeah, you just put this thing out of its misery. You're not sure what it was, or if it was a survivor, or if it was a creature of some kind, but the blood-curdling scream was enough to trigger you, and you put it back to sleep, the long sleep, as it were. As that happens, and that scream echoes through the canyon and amongst the buildings that are in this area, you can hear that familiar sound, that buzzing sound, as it's getting louder and louder and louder. You guys are standing at the door, and you can hear the
fucking building
inside.
Running inside.
Who's in the lead here? Is it Huan? Are you in the lead?
I would imagine if Chevron was taking care of that, then it would be me and Florence.
You go to the door, and it is barred. And you, Florence, you look back at behind you as Huan is trying to get this door open, and you can see that there are 6 of these large mosquito-like creatures emerging from the darkness and coming towards you.
Is it? Can I tell that there's a physical barrier, or is it a lock, or what's keeping you from? What
give me a wisdom check. We'll call this a easy check.
While he's doing that, can I scan quickly alternate ways into the house?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
That's an 11.
You don't need to roll. A wisdom check?
Oh.
Okay. And I said it was easy. So yes, you get the sense that it's locked from the inside. I would like everybody to roll initiative, please.
Okay.
Ah! That rolls good.
Oh, that's not bad.
And then,
Awesome.
go ahead and add it into the initiative tracker. Florence, as you look around, there are a couple of windows. They are boarded up similarly to the gatehouse, but there is a gable window on the rooftop that appears to be unbarred.
Okay.
And we're going to jump into initiative here. So it looks like we have Chevron at the top of the order. Let me just do this. What would you like to do, Chevron?
I'm going to do my my thing. I'm going to cross quickly and, without saying anything, try to kick the door open.
Okay, so you push past Huan and just try to bash the door down. Go ahead and let's use grit, so you'll be able to roll this with advantage.
All right.
And this is going to be we'll call this a normal check for you, 12.
Okay, I got an 11 on the die, plus I think my strength will get there. 14.
Okay, 14 is good enough. You bash the door, and now give me a d6 roll. 1 through 3, the door swings open on the hinges. 4, 5, 6, it falls off the hinges because of the force.
God, 5.
Okay, so you break down the door, stumbling inside, and you've gained entrance to the place. Let's go to Huan next.
All right. Huan had his hands on his lockpicking materials, and then Chevron does that, and he looks over at Chevron. The door does us no fucking good if it's not there. He goes in and tries to start picking up the door to try to slide it back in position as soon as everybody's in.
Okay, so you enter in and grab the door basically off the ground and like get it ready to put back in the hole. All right, Florence, it's your turn. What do you want to do? These things are closing as you're standing there with the lantern, looking back, looking around. Door gets knocked down.
Can I grab Ziva and pull her inside?
Yeah, absolutely. You'll be able to pull Ziva inside. Should Ziva want to be pulled inside? Maybe Ziva wants to make a heroic stand against these 6 sting bats.
That's me. A thirst for blood can't tear me away.
Do you want to be pulled inside?
I'll be pulled inside, yes.
All right,
Nobody's left behind.
Yay! All right. So you grab Ziva, pull her in. The 4 of you stand inside. It is dark and dusty. The light shines around to illuminate the space. But the most important thing on your mind right now is this door is open. There are these sting bats incoming fast. They will be there next round. Let's go back to the top of the order with actually it's Ziva's turn. Ziva, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to turn undead at these bug things. I don't even know that they are undead, but won't know till I try.
Okay, yep, give it a try. This is a tier 1 for you, I believe. So
yeah.
Yep, so an 11 is what you need.
I will be using one of my luck points. Thank you.
Doke. All right.
Because that was not going to be success, and I want access to this spell later. So
yeah.
Okay, that's good enough. So that ends up being a 13.
Mm-hmm. So you hold up your holy symbol of Morvenir, and call upon the power of your god to rebuke these creatures, and it does not seem to make a difference. As you're standing at the door with the holy symbol held, these things are keep coming in. You can see Huon's got the door kind of like getting ready to put it in place. You get the sense that these are probably not undead.
Okay.
We'll go back to the top of the order. Chevron.
I'm helping. I drop my Morningstar temporarily and help Huon with the door.
Okay. So you get the door in place. How are you going to secure it, Huon?
I'll pull out one of my iron spikes.
Okay.
And I will. I don't have a mallet. Huon, do you have something to drive this with? And I'll just lean my shoulder against the door and hold the spike at a strategic place to secure it if we can get it hammered in. But I'm holding the door primarily.
All right. So you get the door up, Chevron, and Huon. What are you doing?
I'm looking around for something to break or hammer in the spikes, or find alternate methods of holding that door shut.
Okay.
Does it
Give me a
look
D6.
like it has a bar, like a crossbar?
It does not.
Similar. Okay.
It doesn't seem like this was designed to be like a well-fortified location of any sorts. But yeah, give me a D6 roll 1 through 3. You're going to find an implement that will work. 4, 5, 6. You won't find one yet.
Okay, that's a 6.
Okay, so you start looking around. I mean, this is a goddamn mining camp. There's got to be a hammer or something around, right? So you start to like furiously look around, frenetically, as it were, search for something. We'll go to Florence next. Florence, I will say that you do, the one thing comes to mind as you watch the door go in place and seal, at least momentarily, the opening. There's an open window.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. She saw that. So I think without a word, she takes off and goes over to the open window. You said it was upstairs?
It is up, yeah. So it's up on like a, this is an open room. So there's no stairs going to a second level. It's just a taller ceiling, and up on like maybe 12 feet up, there is a gable window that appears to be unbarred, unsecured.
Okay. Are there means for me to get up there? What I'm thinking of is like she's going to use her staff to try to like vault onto the ceiling beams.
Okay. You could try to climb up. You could try to do something acrobatic like that. It's going to be pretty tough.
She's not a very acrobatic person.
There are chairs and desks around that you could try to like get into position and like build something to climb up on.
2 in 1. She's gonna try to grab like the nearby like heaviest thing, maybe a desk, and she's gonna drag it up and against the door. if she's able to like drag it that far, and then begin the process of like going up to that window.
Give me a strength
How far
check.
she can get.
We'll make this a normal check for you. 12's your target.
Okay, don't fail me, dice. No, I'm gonna use a reroll.
Okay, use the luck. Luck points.
That's a 15.
Okay, so you give everything you've got to push this desk over to the wall below where the window is, and you will be able to climb up there on your next turn and get to that window. Yeah, hell yeah. Just doing everything you can to move that heavy oak desk. We'll go to Ziva next. Ziva, the door is in place. You see Florence moving this desk over. What do you want to do?
You know what? I'm gonna panic and pray to Morvenir. I don't think there's anything I can really be doing at the moment, so I'm just gonna look for a little divine intervention.
Okay, all right.
Find a hammer.
Start praying.
I mean, it reassures Chevron.
That's true. You will reassure Chevron, which is nice, as long as you are sincere, I guess. Because if you recall, in the last building when you were praying, it was like, wait, what? What's you're just phoning it in?
Well, to be fair, some of that was because I knew I had lied and said that Morvenir had told us to come to Brune Mill, and he did no such thing. That was Ziva told us to go to Brune Mill.
Yep. All right, so you start praying to Morvenir while this is happening. You hear the thud of these sting bats hitting the walls where the door, or hitting the door. And Chevron, as you're holding the door, you can feel the pressure of them. Give me a strength check with advantage, as some of them are trying to like push through the door with their weight. This will be a normal check. 12.
16.
Okay, yeah, you hold it in place, and you hear the, and then Florence, as you are climbing up on the desk, getting ready to climb up, you watch as one of them flies in through the window.
Oh, hell
Give me
no.
a D6 roll, Florence. 1 through 3, it's just 1. 4, 5, 6, there's 2 of them that make it in through the window.
Okay. That is a 1.
Okay, so it's just the one flies in through the window and comes directly for you as you're like climbing up, and you look and comes right at you. That is going to be a 14 on the die.
That's going to hit for sure.
Yeah, that's a 16 total. As it slams into you, as you're praying, Ziva, you see this happen, and it buries its proboscis into your chest for 2 points of damage. And it is embedded in you, and it starts to suck on the blood feeding off you. The rest of them are bashing against the door. That brings us to the top of the order, Chevron.
I need something to hammer this in with.
Well,
Do you have any spikes? Anything?
while I'm looking, I just keep pointing to your mace that's next to you on the ground.
Use the desk!
Found anything yet? What the fuck is happening over here?
I'm holding the door. I mean, that's my job right now.
Okay, you're holding the door,
And I'm not
and
gonna
you
hammer
already
a-
succeeded on fending off the stingbats on their turn with that roll. So you maintain that position. We'll go to Huon. Huon, go ahead and give me another D6 roll. This time 1 through 3, you find it. 4, 5, 6, you don't find it.
Can I offer a different idea? I do have a dagger on me. I want to take that out and try to hammer with the pommel of my dagger.
To hammer in the iron spikes?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right.
All
Yeah, let's do this then. For your turn, if you're going to do that, give me a strength check. We'll call this normal check for you.
Not grit, straight roll.
Straight roll.
17.
Okay, yeah, you get an iron spike in. You get the sense that more than one would be nice.
Yeah.
Huon.
Huon sees that Chevron has suddenly become very proficient with his with his dagger, and he also sees what's going on with Florence. So he stops looking, and he's going to take care of the more immediate problem in his eyes, which is Florence being attacked by this proboscis.
Okay,
So,
all right. So you're gonna run over and try to pull it off of her, or what are you thinking?
I'm gonna try to kill it.
Okay, all right.
With Beulah.
Okay, let's get an attack roll.
Yep. Let's see, that's a 18 total.
That hits.
Yeah, 18 total.
All right, that hits.
All right.
Damage.
Excellent. Is it unawares of me or is it awares of me?
It is unaware.
That's 12 total.
Oh, yeah, that definitely kills it. As the weight of this thing kind of pulls on your skin, Florence, causing a little bit more pain, but it is not no longer draining you. That happens. We've got an iron spike in. You kill this creature, Florence. This thing is on you. It's still embedded in you. You could certainly pull it out or do whatever else you want to do, but you know that window is still open above.
I can remove it and still get up there.
You could still move and get up there, but you wouldn't be. Your action would be to pull this thing out of you.
Okay. It stays in. She bundles up her dress and the dead bug along with it, and she's gonna climb.
Okay. All right.
And get to the window and get the window closed.
Okay,
Yeah.
there are some shutters on the outside of the window. So as you reach out to pull them closed, you see something. Give me a wisdom check. There's no specific DC, but the higher, the more you will be revealed to you.
Okay. That's a 14.
Okay. Oh, and Scottish Jeff, thank you. Florence has another point. So you said a 14? Okay, yeah. So with a 14, as you kind of reach out with your hands to pull the shutters closed, you see that there is something and the light's not very strong here. It's just a little bit of light pouring out from the window as you pull it closed. Everything's going to go dark outside, but you can see that there is this tall creature, maybe the same height as the building that you're in, and it is lumbering slowly past the building. It has these long arms that drag these huge claws in the ground, creating these furrows in the dirt as it's walking. It doesn't seem to be coming towards the building necessarily, but it's just like just walking. And you quickly close the door and throw down a little bar to keep it locked. Just as another stingbat comes in and hits the outside of the door, you can hear it struggling on the outside of this. For the moment, you have secured that window. Let's go back to Ziva.
Well, the first thing she's going to do is shout, "Wait, when you run away from me, I can't heal you." And... I do not trust my ability to follow up behind. So Huon is still here, kind of like in my general vicinity, yes?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you guys are all very close to each other at this point. I mean, it's a sizable building, but you're all within 30 feet of each other easily.
Okay. She'll reach over and try to bless Huon's weapon with holy weapon.
Okay. All right. Let's get a roll.
Yeah. So that's a dirty 20. So I think that'll suffice.
Okay.
And she'll just say, in case more of them get in here. And then she'll turn back to Florence and be like, "Get back down here."
You look up at Florence and she's just shutting the shutters, and you can see that she's got this creature like kind of like protruding from her chest.
On it.
And for the moment, we will drop out of initiative. As you have seemingly at least secured these two entrances. You find yourself in this building. The boarded up windows on around the perimeter. There are a number of boards. There are scorched timbers that also are strewn about inside here. The interior appears to have been ransacked as you look around. There's broken furniture, burned parchment, scattered ledgers about, pages torn from them.
There was panic here.
Looks that way. Is Forrest get that thing out of her?
Yeah,
Not
she's
yet.
pulling her dagger from her boot. She's gonna sever the thing and then yank it out.
Fucking things.
This is nice.
Ziva will go to try to cure wounds on Florence.
Okay. Yeah, as you pull this proboscis out, just this gout of blood just comes out of it, and you instinctively like put pressure on it to stop the bleeding.
Using another one of my luck points.
Okay, here we go. Use them up.
Woo!
All right, great. Okay, so yeah, now that's a 15, so that'll do it.
I feel like Huon would be feeling uncomfortable with a holy weapon, but it is the god of death, right? So
Mhm.
Yeah.
That is
Right.
very true.
he's feeling okay about that. Huon is looking around for anything that I could make into possibly a future torch or flammable, some sort of.
I mean, there's broken furniture here, so you could potentially utilize that. You have oil that could be used to craft. I do have some crafting rules for creating torches. You also notice that there is a large iron safe over in the corner behind a desk as you're looking about.
You don't say. Huon is going right for that thing.
Okay. As you walk over to this iron safe, you look at it, it is open. There are assorted coins that are spilled out on the ground around the opening to this thing. There's really not a lot inside of it, but it's really weird. You can see that the inside is kind of splattered with blood, and there are scratch marks on the inside of this safe.
On the inside. What the bloody...
I would also like you to roll me a D100, please.
Oh, right.
Let's
By the way,
go.
Florence, that was 5 health points is what the cure wounds did, which
Great.
you only lost 2, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you're back to full health, basically.
That is a 0-5. So 5.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, cool. You find laying amongst the coins on the ground in front of the safe a crude leather pouch with what appears to be like a sinew drawstring cinching it tight.
All right. Shake it.
It sounds like there's something in it.
Like coin?
Hard things sort of rattling against each other. No, it doesn't sound like coin.
Does it sound like gems? I feel like Huon has good experience with pouches and shaking them. What's in there?
In
Sound
this
like
case,
gems?
I would say it kind of does.
Like gems?
Kind of does sound like gems.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. This is random loot draw here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll listen just to be sure, because this is really weird what happened inside that vault.
It is. Give me an intelligence check. We'll make this. Let's make this. Well, we'll make it normal. 12.
12.
Yeah.
Womp womp. Nope.
Okay.
Use your luck.
I don't know if I want to use for this.
Use it, man. Use it. I know a guy that's been hoarding them. I know a guy.
Yeah, I know. You guys,
Well,
you have
some
to
of
use
us have been
yours, so
hoarding them.
Yeah.
you all need to use yours so I can use mine.
Here's what I'll tell you, Huon. Here's what I'll tell you.
Yeah.
It does kind of sound like gems. You're not 100% sure of that. Doesn't sound like coins, that's for sure. It's strange, though. This crude pouch, as I described, it kind of doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit, as in this shouldn't be in the safe?
It doesn't look like it would be something that would be like maybe in the safe, or maybe it doesn't look like something that would have been a possession of like an administrator.
Right.
It's too crude. It's too archaic looking.
That sounds like my girl Florence right there. So I'm going to turn around and like hold it up to her. Like, what do you make of this?
She'll take it from him and kind of examine the sinew. Can I tell what animal it's from?
Give me an intelligence check. We'll make this a normal check for Florence.
Oh, that's only a 9.
Okay. So it's unclear. Maybe some sort of a deer.
Mm.
The hide could maybe be a deer as well. It's really unclear what it is. It's just this really crude looking pouch.
I think she kind of looks at Huan, looks at the pouch, and just opens it.
Okay. You open it, and but you pour the contents out into your hand?
I think
Or
so.
you do? Okay, you pour it out, and it is just it is a small pile of polished round stones.
She kind of gasps with like delight.
What are those?
Pretty rocks.
Oh, with your reaction, I thought it was something. No, I guess that tracks for you anyway.
This is lucky. You don't understand. To find something of beauty in the Shadowdark, this is a good sign. We're going the right way.
It's good. It's good to know. What?
Sure.
Not sure what it's doing in this place, but they're all yours, I guess.
You don't want them?
No, not particularly my cup of tea.
Are they like polished or like cut in a certain way, or are they just kind of?
They're just like almost. Yeah, they're polished. They're not cut. It looks like someone like just worked them. Hand worked these things to make them polished, or maybe they were in a river or something. But they're just like smooth, round stones. Not perfectly spherical necessarily, but smooth.
Good slingshot stones.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean that's a good guess. They look like they could be used as projectiles for a sling.
No.
All right. Well,
there's I point out the safe. Say that there was something inside that safe. Looks like it was living at some point. There's blood on the inside.
Oh.
Does the safe look big enough to hold what? Like a child, a person? Like how big is this safe?
It is the kind of safe that you could kind of like open and look into while you're standing.
Okay, so a person could fit in there.
You could fit a person in there potentially. Yep.
Okay.
And there's like shelves, and they're all empty shelves, but there's blood splattered on the inside, and some of the interior has these scratch marks on the inside.
As if somebody was trying to get out?
It's kind of what it looks like.
Does it look like they were able to do that from the inside, or did somebody open the door from the outside?
The door doesn't look damaged.
So somebody opened it from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see any drag marks or anything that implies this thing left of its own volition or was dragged out?
No drag marks, but there's blood kind of splattered amongst the coins as you look closer.
I'd like to start looking at the paperwork that's kind of scattered everywhere to see if there's a clue of what happened here.
Not really a clue of what happened, but what maybe this building was. It was like an administrative building. There are a couple of desks in here. Much of the furniture is broken. As I mentioned, there's like ledgers that are scattered about, pages torn, some of the pages burnt. But nothing that really tells you much about what happened beyond something horrible.
Mm.
Is there a cellar door or anything like that?
There is not.
Okay. Well,
I have 2 points of business.
what's that?
First of all, can you tell how old the blood is? Second of all, do any of these pages have a most recent date that we can identify?
What does the blood look like? Is it crusty, dried?
I would say it looks like some of it's still wet, some of it's dry, some of it's wet.
So within hours or a day?
Within a day or maybe two, possibly. Not super long.
Oh. Something or someone opened this thing, and what was inside is no longer inside.
I'd like to try to taste the blood.
Oh, of course you would.
Well, that's a good sign, right? That means there was someone here alive just within the last day or so. Like the miners, they must still be here and hiding somewhere.
I agree, it's a possibility.
Best case scenario, yeah.
Then there's also the case of the thing that Florence saw outside.
As she's kneeling, kind of like tasting this blood to see if she can discern, she will mention that. Oh yeah, there was something outside, really big.
Define big.
Big as a house. This one.
What do you mean?
It was a beast of the Shadowdark. It was just something big that lurks in the shadows. It was passing us by.
I am 50-50 on everything you say, Florence. I got half of it I like it, and half of it I don't. I either understand what you mean, or I just don't like it.
I was trained well, dearie.
No, I don't think she's being, how do you say, mysterious, or I don't think this is one of her puzzles. I think she saw a big fucking thing out there.
I speak quite plainly. It had large hands that it drug behind itself as it walked through the trees. It didn't appear to notice us, or if it did, it wasn't turning this way.
Well, we definitely shouldn't go back out there when it's still out there. It passed us by then.
We have two issues.
So we have more than
and
that.
they're opposing two primary issues.
Go on.
We're trying to find survivors here, but we are, I fear, losing survivors back home the longer we are here. Do you know what I mean?
I'll say issue number 3, we need to survive.
We need an army to deal with this.
I'm not dealing with a fucking house creature. No, that's not my cup. Yeah.
Well, we're already here. Surely it has to be just as dangerous to turn and run as it would be to just keep going and see if we can't find anybody.
Florence.
If we find people, then there's safety in numbers, right? We can all make it out.
I'm sorry, Zio. I can't agree with that. I don't know that staying here is safer than getting reinforcements. Notifying what's left of the kingdom.
Florence, which way was that thing walking? Was it walking the way we came from, or was it walking towards the way we're going?
It was away from us, right?
Tough to say, but possibly.
Passing through?
It seemed to just simply pass us by. It didn't seem like it was particularly going the way that we're headed, but...
But you said it's a creature of the Shadowdark, which means there are other creatures of the Shadowdark. This Shadowdark that you seem to know something about and nothing about at the same time is full of a variety, perhaps, of dangers that we are not prepared for.
It's an ecosystem of its own, yes.
And it's encroaching upon the world we do know.
Yes, and an army will not fix that.
We're not going to fix it by ourselves, do you think?
We don't know that. Sounds like we know fuck all about this.
And don't forget that I'm carrying an artifact of some bizarre technology that we also have no answer for.
Perhaps it will find some use here.
Yeah, we just found 3 fucking rocks. Maybe that'll do something for us too. Who fucking knows?
We have to press on.
I think as long as that beast wasn't going east, we should get moving.
All right.
Siva's brother is in danger, and the longer we wait, the less chance they have.
I certainly agree we have to keep moving whatever direction we decide to go. If you're wanting to press on, I'll guide us. I'll guide us as long as we have enough light to hopefully get out of here when we're ready.
Do I hear the buzzing of those things anymore? I think that'll be our test. If we don't hear anymore, that's our cue to go.
You do not hear them.
Right.
As this conversation has been happening, they have gone silent.
Yuan looks over at the coins and makes a decision to just leave them.
Oh.
He's not even...
Ooh.
That's gross.
Not even
that is.
These coins will do him no good in this place.
So best we can tell, this was an administrative building, though.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Oh, before we do, when Florence was looking through the papers, is there anything about like layout, map, anything about like crew, including
give me
Zevran was sent to this area?
Well, give me a D6 roll. We'll say 1 through 3. You find some sort of a map. 4, 5, 6. You do not.
Also, you were tasting blood. We don't want to forget that kind of flavor it is.
Yeah, so as you are searching through the papers, there's really not much information that's useful in any of these ledgers that still remain legible. Most of them have been damaged, burned, torn, that sort of thing. But you do find what appears to be a crude map of the area. It shows some of the locations where some test pits have been dug that are outside of the patch in the hills around this camp. But it does show the layout of the camp as well. It identifies that indeed there is a fork in the road that then kind of circles around, almost like a lollipop sort of layout. There are barracks to the south and east, along with the charcoal kilns. There is a lumber yard. There are the bloomery furnaces, and then there is the mine entrance down by the stream. To the east, there is a pump house and another building that doesn't have a label on it, but it looks like maybe it's another barracks.
Well,
my instinct says that we need to go to the mine. I don't have an explanation why, but
which of these places would be the most likely to be safe enough for somebody who was in a panic, for somebody who's trying to stay safe from these creatures? In other words, where do you think your brother would have gone out of all these places we just looked at on the map?
If they were already in the mines when this happened, maybe they've barricaded themselves in there and managed to keep themselves alive.
Florence, could the Shadowdark be coming from the mines?
Perhaps.
But rumor says it's coming from many areas or affecting many areas.
All right.
I don't know if it originates from within the earth or above it, or blows in on the wind, or rises from the sea. Perhaps the mines are the safest place from the Shadowdark.
2, when we leave this building, should we set it on fire?
No.
There's a thought there, though.
Only when we're leaving.
I'm sorry, Florence, your objection.
I think that we should do it when we leave, but not before. We may need to make use of these buildings on our way out.
But a building this size burning would leave light for some time.
That is true.
More than 2 hours.
I worry it would draw the attention of the creatures we've seen.
So far, the only creature that you've seen that we have not drawn the attention of, that's 1 out of 3. The rest seem to find us at will. Well,
perhaps it's not a bad idea.
How far are we from the mine, can we tell by this drawing?
It's maybe a quarter mile, no more. Also, keep in mind that if you do decide to fire up the building, it will require one of the oil flasks to do so, at least to get it started.
Pardon me, I'd like to consult with my associate, and she's going to put the map on the ground and take tea light and put tea light on the map and cast augury and ask if we will find survivors in the mines.
All right, let's get a roll.
I'm going to pray for courage to myself. I mean, I'm not praying to myself. I'm praying to...
I'm going to use the luck point that Scottish Jeff gave to me.
All right. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff. Oops.
I know you already clarified that you're not praying to yourself, but I like the idea that Chevron is like... He gains his powers by just being so self-confident that
You got this, buddy.
I stand on me.
Come on, you got this, Chevron. Come on, Chev, you got this, buddy. Come on.
Amen.
Oh, I have advantage. Yeah.
Power of positive thinking.
Dear Lord Chevron.
I forgot that I had advantage on that. Should I roll it again?
Well, you rolled
I've
twice,
rolled 3
right?
times.
Okay. So you rolled the 2 that you would roll with advantage, then you used a luck point.
Yeah.
To roll a 3rd time.
Yeah.
Okay. And what'd you get?
That was a 12 total.
Okay. Yeah, so the 3rd time worked. And you are asking whether or not there are survivors in the mine, specifically?
If we will find survivors in the mines. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see.
Come on, Tea Light, don't let me down.
Come on, BB. The frog that could.
Tea Light
Give me some good news.
sits on the map and just kind of looks up at you with big eyes.
Is that a yes or no?
Does that indicate woe or wheel?
I don't know. You tell me it's your frog.
I don't know. I don't think they're in the mines. Or if they are, her eyes just kind of pass to Ziva.
Survival is being the operative word there.
What do we know from superstition and staring in the eyes of a frog? No offense, Florence, but we have to be practical in our approach here. Again, no offense.
You do not decide the matter of offense. She'll stay standing and licking the blood off.
It's nice to say I'm not offended.
Well, thank goodness for that.
What do we want to do here, guys?
We have to press on.
Do we try the mines anyway?
We do. Unless you have another idea, Ziva, this is your brother at stake.
I can't go back without having tried anything I could have possibly done to either help or know for sure that he's beyond help.
I'm going to put my hand on your shoulder and I'm going to say, meditate on the guidance of Morvenir, and I will do the same with Gorgast. And between us and the, I look at Florence, suggestions divined from the earth,
Thank you.
we will follow our intuition until we are told plainly what the gods wish us to do.
Meanwhile, Yuan is looking at his weapon and trying to get it to flame on. Does this provide any light or anything like that?
This thing on?
Oh no, that's not the one that gets flames. That's holy, not
All right.
purifying. It's different. It's different.
All right. Well, it's not going to last forever, so let's fucking get going.
All right, so you make your way back to the door and extricate yourself from this building. As you open the door, who's leading the way back out into the Shadowdark?
Well, me, by golly.
First,
Okay.
listen. Let's say listen real before we open the door.
Ziva would be like just over his shoulder to like hold up the lantern and shed light.
Okay.
Listening's a good idea.
All right, you listen, and you hear something, Chevron. Give me a wisdom check. No specific DC. The higher is better, and you'll get more insight into this.
18.
18. You hear what you believe are the distant sound of hammer strikes.
Do you hear that? There's hammering.
I think at least one of us should confirm to make sure it's not in his head.
Yeah,
You
I'd like to listen.
You listen out the door as well as this door is open. And it's true, you hear like the clang of iron against stone. Just echoes for a moment and then fades into the darkness.
That's them. They must be trying to signal that they're there. They're the mine. Maybe it collapsed. Maybe they're stuck.
Will we be able to hear that from here?
It's a quarter mile at most. If it's still, it could carry.
Well, and let's get a move on then.
Yeah.
Okay, one by one, you exit the structure of this administrative building, and Huan, you start making your way. Following behind you is Ziva, and then Florence and Huan. As you're walking at the back of this line, making your way out as carefully and as quietly as you can, you look down and you see one of these sting bats laying on the ground, motionless. No one else seems to notice it as they walk past it.
Alive?
You don't see it.
Did I notice it?
Yeah, Huan does.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Laying on the ground, motionless.
As we walk past, do I see what could have killed it?
You stop to take a look at it, and as you do, you can see that there is a dark arrow in it.
Wait a second. Do I recognize the type of arrow? Is it a goblin arrow?
We're starting to lose your connection a little bit again. It looks. You want to investigate it? You want to spend a second? You can certainly give me an intelligence check. We'll call this an easy check. Oh, we're losing him.
That is a intelligence check.
Yes, sir.
That is a 15.
Okay, that's good. It does look like an arrow from a short bow. It is crudely made, so possibly goblin made.
Okay, all right. I very quickly write with the edge of my longbow in the dirt. In goblin, I write to the mines in the dirt next to that dead thing.
Okay. I think at this point, the rest of you would notice that Huan stopped, and you kind of turn around. You can see he's kneeling down, or at least on one knee, next to this dead stingbat that lays there with an arrow in it.
Yeah.
Huan, what are you doing?
Looks like we might have allies in the area. And I point to the arrow in the thing. I believe the goblins. And I'm letting them know where we are.
I may recognize the arrow as well, Dave, from... Well, maybe not. I don't think I've fought goblins too much.
Okay. Florence, give me a D6 roll, please.
Okay. I love the sound of that. That's a 5.
Okay, noted. All right. So you are pressing on as you make your way past this downed stingbat, and you're heading towards the mine. You're taking the southeast fork in the road, and as you continue on with the lantern light, who's holding the lantern again? Is that Ziva or is that Florence? Ziva is? Okay.
I think there's multiple, but I definitely have one at least.
Ziva.
Do you have more than one light source right now?
I don't think so.
I think it was just the one lantern that was lit.
So far, it's just been one. So if you want to light another one, that's fine. But just let me know that.
Yeah, because my torch went out at the last building, so we're lying.
Yeah, and I know Florence took the lantern, but I don't know that she necessarily lit it at that time.
All right, so you guys continue on, and you pass by, based on the map that you found, what you believe to be the barracks. It is a long wooden building. It looks like there's a smaller building next to it that might be like the cook shack. You can just kind of barely make it out from the light of the lantern as you start to pass by it, heading south down this trail, down this road, basically.
I make note of it as we walk by. I say, cook shack, you might have oil. Just something to keep in mind.
Do we want to pit stop? See if there's anyone inside?
We'll keep moving as quickly as possible. We know where it is.
The hammering in the mine.
Let's keep going.
All right.
We can mark it on the way back. It may be a resource for leaving this place.
Okay, so you press on past the barracks. You can see off to your right as you start to descend down this kind of winding road. It starts to bend to the east. There are scattered stacks of timber that piled that are piled almost like in maze-like formation. They're stacked in sort of like these offset piles. I don't think any of you have a mining background, probably. So, but obviously there's a need for timber to fire the furnaces, and so this is where they keep all of the timber piles that are delivered to this place or cut from the nearby forests of the woods here. Chevron, give me a D6 roll, please.
Two.
Okay. I would like you to also give me a 2d6 roll.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Add together, 4.
Okay. As you are passing by this space, you can see that there is some movement at the edge of the light as the light illuminates these piles. I would like you all to roll initiative, please.
No.
There's movement.
The piles got us.
Mm-hmm. The piles. Oh, those darn piles. Okay. Some good initiative. Huan.
Well, 1 second. I have to update mine. You won't be saying that.
Huan, why don't you go ahead and roll initiative again for me?
Oh, again? Okay.
Or excuse me, not Huan, Chevron. My bad. Chevron, please go ahead and roll initiative for me again.
Oh, God, that's a natural 20.
Okay. So you can take whichever one of those rolls you'd like to have.
I'll go first for sure.
As you tighten your grip on the Morning Star, you can feel it almost. It doesn't shock you, but you can feel it almost, the energy from the hilt of it as you're holding it.
Comes alive.
You come alive, my friend.
Ooh.
Just like Frampton. All right. So as this happens, you look over and you can see coming out of the darkness of these wood piles and the concealment, there are, let's see. Go ahead and give me a 2d4 roll, Chevron.
Who uses D4s?
All the best people.
The Shadowdark does.
And in true form, that's 2 4s.
Oh
no.
my God. Okay, so you watch as from the darkness, there are 8 of these gray-skinned creatures. They look as though they maybe were once miners. They have tattered clothes on. So one of them maybe looks like he was the forge worker, the steelman. They've got like, some of them have hats, but their faces are all distorted. Their mouths are open agape, just these elongated teeth. They're definitely not human anymore. They're kind of like jerking forward as they rush towards you. I think this is going to be a great place to take a break, because when we come back, there's going to be some serious shit going down. So stay tuned, everybody. We'll be back for some combat because Dungeon Mr. Tide just rolled 2 4s.
And why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I?
Who does that?
Are you on, Chevron?
Come on. Traitor among us.
That's rich coming from Ziva on some of the rolls. Hello, everybody. We are back, and we're going to dive right into this. We have just rolled initiative as our party is exploring the patch, which is the mining camp in the Kausar Spine Mountains, where something horrible has happened, and the Shadowdark has enveloped not only the mining camp itself, but also is creeping down into the valley and threatening to consume the town of Brune Mill below. Our companions are searching about, and they have upset some foes who are now lurching in their direction. We have rolled initiative. Chevron rolling a natural 20 and at the top of the order. These creatures are coming from sort of like a fan sort of arrangement as they're moving towards you and converging on you. You could, they will be on you within this round. They are close enough to be on you this round. What would you like to do?
No, I'm meeting the first one head on.
Okay. You race forward and take a swing with your Morning Star.
So you said I like lit up, right? I've livened up somehow. I'm feeling an energy.
Well, you felt something that caused you to almost have a little bit maybe of a sixth sense about what was happening, and so that's why you got a chance to re-roll your initiative and take the better of the two.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know how cool. 13.
A 13. You race forward and take a swing and connect with this first creature.
Five damage.
Okay. You smash it. Where do you hit it on its body?
I think I swing up, like in a low curving swing, and just as it lifts, I'm going for the side of the head, but I figure I probably catch it like upper clavicle into the side of the head.
Yeah, it's just kind of like coming at you, and it definitely looks like at one point this was a human. Some of the other ones are shorter, maybe look dwarven, but these things are converging. You swing and hit it. Does not knock it down, but kind of sends it reeling a little bit, and then it just sort of like rebalances itself and comes at you again. That is your turn. Huon, you're second in initiative. What would you like to do?
All right. Open field battle is not Huon's cuppa. So is there those piles that you mentioned?
Yes, there are piles, and these piles are kind of like behind these creatures that are coming at you.
Okay.
And then I would say on the other side, like behind you, there is that building which was the barracks and the cookhouse, just a little ways away. You could, not too far away, but the piles are much closer.
Yeah. Basically, he's looking for a place to get where he'd be unseen, basically, to get his damage bonus.
Okay.
Essentially. But I don't know where that would be because I'd have to get past them to get to those piles. And
you'd have to get past them to get to the piles. The building is pretty far away. You'd be kind of leaving almost the combat area. Sure. And then also keep in mind that you only have one illumination source right now, one light source, and that's with Ziva.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm going to advocate that we fall back to the building.
Okay, you shout that out?
Yeah. Those fucking 8 of them. This is not good odds. And
Chevron races forward as you say this, almost as if he doesn't hear you, and he goes up and meets the first one as it attacks.
Oh, he heard me. You totally
okay, so you can call out this suggestion, and then what do you do?
Yeah. So if it's not possible for me to hide, I'm just going to go ahead and attack, I suppose.
Okay. There's plenty of targets.
The closest, the one that gets the closest to where I am, where the rest of us are.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll, please.
Attack roll.
And is this a ranged attack that you're making, or are you getting right up in it?
I don't want to get up in it. This will be a ranged attack until they are, until they're closer.
Beulah, or are you using a bow?
No, I'm gonna go ahead and get the bow. Use that first. Using the bow.
Got
and
it.
Then when they get up on us, I'll drop it and use Beulah.
Okay. All right.
But I'm using a luck point.
Okay. Use up those luck points. I like the sound of that.
That was a 2, but this is and now Ziva, what you did to Beulah, that gives me a +1 to hit and +1 damage.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Okay, that was for 5 rounds though, and that was a little, 5 rounds. That was a little time ago.
I was going to ask, like, were we suspending the rules basically and letting him go into combat with at least like one of those rounds still standing, or is it just?
No, you guys have been strolling for more than 30 seconds.
I thought it was one of those hour-long things, but that's fine.
Pretty.
Yeah, it's a 19 with the bow.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Nice shot.
All right. That's 7. 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. All right. Okay, that is your turn. These things are converging in on you. Florence, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I think that she will stride forward, kind of mumbling a rhyme under her breath. She's going to reach out towards the closest one. And she's going to, if possible, drag her fingertips across its face, leaving these thin spiderwebby tendrils as her fingers leave, casting Puppet upon it.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get an attack roll, or a casting roll, excuse me.
Yeah. And I get advantage. Oh, yeah. That's a 18 on the die. That succeeds.
Okay, that succeeds. You watch as these tendrils of webbing kind of stick to its face, and you have a connection, almost like a marionette, with this webbing on this creature.
Can she make it do something on this turn too?
That'll be on your next turn. You'll be able to do that. Yep.
Cool.
And it mimics all your movements, basically. Okay, very cool spell. I've never seen that spell used before. Very cool. I'm glad it worked. We will go next to them. And then Ziva, you are on deck. So we'll go with the one against Chevron first, the one that you stepped up to meet. It is going to make a claw attack against you. Let me just double check. Where is that? There it is. Yes, a claw attack. That is going to be a 19. It's only 1 point of damage, but I do need you to make a con check, DC 12.
Constitution. Uh-oh. I'm using a luck point.
Okay.
I rolled the exact same frickin' number.
No.
Okay, this thing comes in and claws across your throat, just barely nicking you and doing 1 point of damage. But you feel this painful sensation, almost like a burn, and you kind of instinctively like reach up to your neck, and it's festering. Roll a d4 for me, Chevron.
Oh, because that always works out with the D4 guy.
The d4 guy.
How about 4?
Okay. You guys watch as Chevron drops to the ground. Chevron, you are paralyzed for 4 rounds. If you could track that, this is your first round. This on your next turn will be your first round.
All right, everyone, we hold the line.
Huon, the one that you shot with an arrow comes lurching in towards you, and that is a 15.
That'll hit.
2 points of damage, and I need a con check.
Con check.
How many of these things did you roll, Ty? 8?
Minus
Rated
2.
8 of them. All right, that's a 20 on the die. So that's
okay. So you as this thing scratches across your arm, probably as you loose the arrow, it comes in and hits your left arm. You can see the claw mark. It starts to almost boil immediately where the wound is. Let's see, there's 4 of you. Let's go like this. So this one is going to go after Florence. That's a 15. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that'll hit.
6 points of damage.
Ouch.
And I need a con check.
Okay.
The con check, what did I say it was? A 12? Yeah, 12.
Hey, that's a 12.
Okay, meets it beats. Okay, so you somehow steel yourself against this paralysis. So that is that one. The next one is going to go after Huon. That is only a 9. I don't think that's going to hit you, Huon.
Nope.
Next one is going to go after Chevron. That is a 13. Chevron, I don't think that hits you, does it?
Not unless that particular number does not hit me.
Okay,
Well,
you put your shield up as it.
No, I'm unconscious. I'm paralyzed.
Oh shit, you are. Oh yeah. So it'll get advantage with that. That's a 17.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Dragons.
So you're gonna take 2 more points of damage as it just kind of like pounces on you and is tearing at your friend. That's not good, guys. This next one is going to go at Florence. Florence, that's only an 8. I don't think that hits you, hopefully.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Hides behind her puppet.
And then this one is going to go after Huon. That is a dirty 20, Huon. Oh,
That will hit.
shit. 6 points of damage.
Ooh,
And I need a
yeesh.
con check. God damn it.
All right. Luckily, made the con check. 17 on the die.
Okay, yeah, you take another 6 points of damage as you have 2 of them on you.
Oof.
All right. Oh my god. Okay, that is the end of their turn. Ziva, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
So she saw Chevron drop. I think she runs to sort of like stand over him, near him. She's gonna try to turn undead.
Yeah, there is a creature on top of Chevron just tearing at his flesh, trying to get through his armor that he has on. You're going to go ahead and try to do the turn undead. Let's go ahead. Come on.
Turn these fuckers.
You need an
Try
11.
to even these odds. Gonna use another luck point.
No. This might be a good time to remind the audience if they want to donate luck points, they can do so.
Okay, much better.
This
That's
would be
gonna be a 21,
That
which
works.
is important because so now they have to do a
thank you,
charisma
Jeff.
check, and if they fail by 10 plus points and they're equal to or less than my level, they're automatically destroyed.
What was
Sweet.
what was your total roll?
21.
Okay. Nice roll. And yes, thank you, Jeff.
Yes,
Scottish
that
Jeff.
luck point
Huon,
is
you do
good.
have a luck point from Scottish Jeff. All right, let's go down the line here. So the one that's on Chevron. That is a 6. So that one is destroyed. That thing just explodes.
Let's go.
Yeah. The next one is even worse. That one explodes. That was the one that was on Huon. One of the
That's how
ones
you
on
get converts.
Florence
Priestess of Death. Let's go.
is not destroyed, but is turned.
Okay. We can work
Okay.
with this.
The next one on Florence is turned, not destroyed. Another one on Chevron is destroyed.
Nice.
The one on Huon is destroyed.
Woo.
The one on Florence that is turned. And the last one is destroyed. Holy shit. 1, 2, 3. You just destroyed 5 out of the
Nice. Let's go.
21
Jesus.
roll. That's amazing.
Morvenir fucking hates undead.
Go.
Morvenir
On
has come
site.
to your rescue. Beautiful turn. Holy shit. That was great.
Out of
All
curiosity,
right.
what happened to the one I was puppet? Was that one
The one that
what
you
was
were
the-
pupping is still there. It's not destroyed. It's turned.
Is it still puppeted?
Yeah. For let's just double check. You have to make a roll each round to maintain the focus.
Okay.
But yes,
Cool.
on your turn,
Sweet.
you can do that. On your
Something
turn.
drag Chevron.
That was amazing.
Incredible.
Good going into
was
that round.
good. All right, let's go back to the top of the order. Chevron, you are
Paralyzed.
you are unconscious, paralyzed. You can count down your clock. Huon, it's your turn. These things just explode. These creatures just explode, and the viscera flying everywhere.
The two
really
that were
hope
on
none of
me.
those were my brother. That's gonna be really tough to explain to my sister-in-law.
Oh no.
I feel like that's a quick mission. See,
But I promised if he was dead, I'd bring back his body. So
Bring back
The,
a goop.
just bring back
These
his
things
ring
are-
finger with his wedding ring still on it, being like, "Here you go."
That's brutal. All right, Huon, what do you want to do?
these things are no longer attacking. Yes, is that what he wants?
Well, they are not necessarily. They are turned, as best you can tell. Yeah. Something has happened. And
I know what happened. I saw her do it.
Yeah, you've seen some things, but I don't think you've ever seen this happen before. I don't know if Huon has ever seen a turn undead like this before. But what I will say is that they seem to be disengaging.
Yeah.
From combat. The two that were attacking you were completely destroyed. Yeah. There are three that are near Florence. All three of them actually are that survived it are near Florence.
So, and they do, per the spell, for everybody else, just mechanics, will attempt to flee from me for 5 rounds.
Okay.
So we could just.
They don't know that though. None of these people, none of your companions would know anything about 5 rounds.
None of these heathens.
So what would you like to do?
I did turn undead in the castle fight though. So they
you did.
It was way less successful then. That I supercharged it for this one.
Would you like
to pray earlier to Morvenir? He gave me a little extra something today.
Huon is looking. He looks over at Ziba and it's like, right, I said I was a believer. Fucking good job. He sees that these exploded and the other ones are not engaging anymore. Huon is not about to chase them down or anything like that. And he sees one that's sort of just standing there mimicking Florence. So he's not going to touch that one. He's thinking, and Chevron is much bigger than Huon. There's no way I can move his prone body. I turn to everybody and say, we should get to one of the buildings, perhaps. And also, by the way, I have a huge gash that's still bleeding. I can try to move Shepard. It's going to be laughable, but I can try to go get him.
You're going to try to pick him up and drag him?
Yeah, I think I look back to the building, the closest building, which is the cookhouse, right?
The barracks, yeah.
The barracks. Okay.
There's a barracks there, yeah.
Can Florence use her puppet to carry Chevron?
Yeah.
Well, let's see what Chevron wants to do here. Let's get Chevron's turn. Chevron, what would you like to do?
I'm going to move my 3 to a 2.
You want to get carried threshold style into the next building?
Chevron's eyes are open, and I just can't move, but I'm just like looking.
You guys don't know. For the record, you don't know that Chevron's not dead. You don't know anything about what's going on with Chevron. He dropped to the ground after being severely wounded.
Oh, that's fair to say my eyes are open?
Yeah, your eyes are open.
Well, it seems like we're still in combat, so I'm not allowed to take my turn and, heal him.
If he's still bleeding, I'm going to try to use use Beulah, the chain part of Beulah, as leverage and sort of wrap it around his ankles and start dragging him towards the, as best I can, towards the barracks.
Okay. All right, give me a strength check. No DC. The higher you roll, the better.
It's an 11.
Okay, yeah, you're able to start dragging him. You maybe get about 10 feet of distance from where he was felled.
Yep.
Okay. All right,
that's all I'm doing.
That's Huon's turn. Florence, if you want to maintain your puppeteering, go ahead and make a spellcasting check to do so.
Okay. Ooh. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's a 16 total.
Okay, so you maintain the connection with this creature. What would you like to do? It can mimic your movements.
Holding the flesh of her shoulder in place with one hand, she, with a massive clawed hand of her own, is going to try to make the creature swipe at one of its buddies. So it will need to make a charisma save to resist doing that.
It can do that. Let's see here. Charisma. Okay.
It needs a 15.
Okay. Yeah, that's a 16.
Fuck.
Let me just double check something here. Yep, it resists the mimic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's your turn. Do you wanna move at all, or you wanna stand your ground?
To the barracks.
I'm not going to retreat all the way. I'm not going to get behind you on dragging Chevron, but I am going to take a couple steps back. And my little puppet does too.
Okay. All right. That is your turn. Let's go next to them. They are, aside from the one that's puppeted, so the two others are going to basically turn and move back towards the wood piles and sort of find some concealment back in the darkness of the wood piles. We'll go over to Ziva. It is your turn.
Sort of following Huon to stay between like Chevron and the retreating undead. I guess she's gonna try to cure wounds on Chevron while he's being dragged.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make a roll.
That's only an 8, so we're gonna use one more luck point.
Okie doke.
We are just
This is burning. I can smell it
making
burning.
it rain tonight. Oh, and it's even worse. All right, I can't cure wounds for the rest of the day.
Shit, that's not good. That's
That's
not
real
good
bad.
at all. Yeah,
That's
you
not the spell you want to lose access to in the middle of this.
No. So you try to channel the healing energy of your god, and it is just falls silent as you see. One thing you will notice though, as you're kneeling down next to Chevron, as Huon is trying with everything he can to try to drag the body, Chevron is alive. There's still a heartbeat. You guys are making your way towards the barracks, and we can, for the moment, fall out of initiative at this point as you are getting yourselves over to the barracks, dragging the body of your companion. I guess I will have. I guess I'll ask you, Florence. What is your intent with this creature that you have puppeted right now?
For it to try to kill itself. At this point, if there's no buddies around. She can't hold it forever, so she's gonna just try to have it like slash.
Give me a focus check first.
Okay. 18 total.
Okay, and it fails the check, so it is going to basically slit its own throat with its claws, and it just drops to the ground.
Right. Let's go.
Chevron, go ahead and mark another timer down on your timer. You make your way to the barracks. As you get to the door, Florence, you race up to the door, and the door is locked.
Not again.
He's a heavy fucker. I'll take care of the door. Don't fucking bash it down. Let me take care of it.
Before you do that, you're gonna look around for any other entry.
You look around, and you could, if you want to do, you can circumnavigate this long barracks building if you want to, but basically all right now you see are boarded up windows and a door on the front of this long building. So it's up to you if you want to go work yourself around. You've got a little bit of light still going from the lantern. That would not benefit you if you start to go behind the barracks, for example.
Yeah.
Let's just fuzz, just in case. She's gonna knock on the door. 3 short knocks.
You wait a moment as Huon is pulling the body of Chevron closer and closer. Chevron, you can mark down another moment on your clock.
That'll do it.
Okay. As you start to come to, you blink a couple of times. You've got this chain wrapped around your ankles, biting into the skin of your ankles, probably tearing at the flesh a little bit. Florence knocking on the door of this building, and you hear something on the from inside. Florence, you hear this, and then you hear. And then on the door, and you watch as some other hands start to come out of where the windows are barred with planks of wood, and they're like reaching out of the building.
No, let's fucking find another building.
Not in there. This way.
Chevron, this is when you sort of sit up and realize that your ankles are bound.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I unwind Beulah with a flick of the wrist.
Oh my.
You all right?
Stagger. I don't know. I'm not hurt too badly.
Oh, I fucking bloody am.
What?
We can't go in there.
Yeah. Those creatures
Next
will only stay afraid for so long, right?
Yeah,
to move.
certainly not forever. We should definitely keep moving, especially since I think I don't think Morvenir is going to help me with healing. I think we might have to do the next bit ourselves. So, no more dropping. Anybody, please?
One of the boards on one of the windows is smashed and opened as one of these creatures is like now halfway out of the window. Like
Ziva
there's another one
screams.
behind it.
Ziva is startled and screams.
I'm just gonna smack it. Or not. That's an 11.
You race up to smack it. You do so. Go ahead and roll damage.
9.
9 damage. You hit it hard, and in so doing, it sort of flips out of the window onto the ground in front of you. Another one comes up behind it like shark's teeth and starts clawing at you, and you're close enough where it's going to get an attack on you. That is going to be a 14 only.
That'll hit.
Oh, shoot. 4 points of damage, and I need a con check again. God damn it. Chevron, you had to go. Poke the bear.
I got 17 on the con check.
Okay, that's good. But you did take 4 points of damage.
God.
That's not good.
I just said.
I thought I was already close enough. Look.
Oh my God.
We have to leave. We have to leave. No, we have to leave here.
I kind of nudge Ziva on the elbow, and yeah, she's kind of hobbling forward with her staff.
Okay. You're hobbling forward with your staff. Another one of the window planks breaks, and another one of these creatures kind of like falls out of the window onto the platform. The one, Chevron, that you hit is struggling to get up to its knees. And that, my friends, is when I need you to make a wisdom check, please. Everybody make a wisdom check. Let me know if you make higher than a 12. We'll call it a normal check.
I got a natural 20.
Yeah, 20.
Sweet.
Woo, woo, woo.
God.
I got a 3.
A 3? Okay. What about Ziva?
22 altogether,
Nice.
but not nat 20, so.
Yeah. And Chevron, how about you?
I also got a 3.
Okay. Couple
Wow.
of threes
Wow,
and some
boys.
So,
Wow. Leave it to the men.
Florence, as you scream, Ziva,
We're wise.
you
We know stuff.
Leave it to the women, all right? We've got this.
to do the work.
all the work. All right, cool. All right, so
Yeah.
basically, as you scream out, you look over and motion catches your attention as well, Florence, as you look back from the way that you came, and you see this massive approximation to like a humanoid form standing 18 or more feet high. It is moving slow, lumbering in your direction. It has this featureless face that is just barely illuminated from the flickering and, I shall say, dwindling flame of the lantern that Ziva holds in her hand, shaking with fear. This creature's arms are so long, and it has these massive claws that are just dragging on the stony ground, like creating furrows in the dust and dirt as it is making its way towards you. Again, just a blank slate of a face, pale in skin. It seems to be just a beast of some fell manner, and it is coming in your direction, but lumbering, not like racing, but lumbering. Suddenly, as you look, before you can even say anything, Florence and Ziva, it almost blinks out of existence, and suddenly it's closer to you, like within 30 feet. Everybody roll initiative.
Within 30 feet, you said.
No, we just got out of initiative.
I know.
Do I have the advantage on this like I did last time?
That's a good question. Roll a d6. 1 through 3, yes.
That's a 2.
All right. Yes, you do. You feel this sort of like energizing magic coming from this morning star that you wield.
Yeah.
All right, add them into the tracker, please. Chevron, you pull yourself to you're actually already to your feet. You went in and attacked the thing. So there is one of these creatures like at your feet that's pulling itself up. Another one has come out of the building. There are more behind. It looks like the barracks was filled with these creatures or with people, or something happened to the people that were holding up inside of the barracks as they are making their way through the broken boards of the windows. What do you want to do?
Can I tell if this thing that's blinking towards us is focused on us?
Yes, you can.
All right. I'm going to tell my companions, I'm going to turn around. I'm just going to hiss at you. Run, leave this place. Go now while you can. And I'm going to charge at the big guy.
Holy
and strike
shit.
its ankle.
Okay. Let me just say this.
We had a plan.
This thing looks extremely deadly.
Yeah.
So
I
you will
think
be
Chevron
digging
is doing
deep.
Okay,
you're gonna do that?
Final stand. It was that vibe I picked up.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure. I'm trying to get my allies out of here by being the focus on this thing so they can get past it.
Okay, just so you know, this potentially could mean that
I know
Chevron is sacrificing himself.
I know, but I'm not going to run
and also
away.
it stands in the way of retreat back to the gatehouse as well, along with these creatures that are falling out of the building.
Right, we've got them coming out of the building behind us. We've got more down the line. We've got this thing in front of us. The only way out is past it. So I'm doing my best to distract it enough that they can get past it.
Can we say something before he takes an action?
Yes, you
Can we
can.
speak?
Yes.
Huan says, "Fuck that! You're coming with us. I'm not running away. So if you try this, you'll be responsible for my death, probably Florence's and Ziva's. We fucking fall back."
To where, Huan? There's nowhere to go.
The fucking other way for this thing's going. And I point back towards the mines or the next buildings down the line. As I'm still holding my gaping, sucking chest wound.
Chevron, obviously you can do whatever you want to do here, but just it's been telegraphed.
Yeah, I know.
I think Florence looks at you and just with like black eyes, do not do this. Do not do this.
You don't want to be cursed by a witch when you die. That's the last thing you want.
Now you put that in my head. All right.
It's up to you, Chevron. Whatever you want to do.
I'm going to turn towards the mine.
Yes.
And start running.
Yeah.
Yep.
You okay, Ty, with that?
Yeah. No, I don't have time to argue with my friends and then risk my life if they're not going to save there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
take your sacrifice. Get out of here with that.
You're not our supervisor.
You don't want to.
I'm just trying to put the super and supervisor.
Yeah, don't want to take away your.
You are kind of our supervisor,
no.
but we don't need to get into that.
No, you're not taking away my agency. My allies. My allies are taking away Chevron's agency.
And I just want to make sure that you're okay with that. It sounds like you are.
Totally.
So okay, got it. All right. So you guys start running, basically, right, in the opposite direction. And as you do, you run past the wood piles, and you can see that there are creatures like hiding within the piles and behind them, like looking at you. You look back over your shoulder as the light of the lantern sort of like fades away from the barracks, and you can see that they're just in that last little glimpse of light shining on the barracks building. You can see more of these creatures falling out of the building and getting to their feet and starting to give chase. This large, faceless, gaunt creature with massive claws just is still moving in your direction. Let's go. Let's see. That was your turn, Chevron. Huon, as you guys are running, is there anything that you want to do as you're racing? Are you looking for anything? Are you doing anything to sort of like aid your retreat? What's going on?
I think Huon's probably just having a hard enough time with half of his hit points gone, just running. No, that's not your fault.
I know, but it's just I'm kicking myself for losing access to cure wounds in the middle of this.
That happened. This is Shadowdark. All right, Huon, what do you want to do? Is there anything
Huon is just, he will be sort of mumbling, cursing the whole situation, sort of saying stuff like, "Keep your fucking sacrifice, dude." Fucking, and I'm looking for whoever that arrow came from as I run, and also looking for where the mines are. Basically, trying to follow the road, I guess, the best we can.
All right, give me a wisdom check, please. No specific DC. Higher is better on this to reveal information.
12.
A 12? Okay, a 12 is good enough. You run past these like almost chimney-like structures. They look to be furnaces. They're covered in soot. As you are racing away, you look over and you see something scamper away into the darkness as you're running forward, and the light of Ziva's lantern giving off a little bit of illumination just darts away, and you just catch a little glimpse of it. Florence, how about you? What's going on as you're making your retreat, a hasty retreat, hopefully?
I think that she's looking for stuff that she can kind of whack with her staff as we're running to like create debris and things to trip over behind them.
Okay. All right. You can do that. There's rocks and there's not a lot of trees here. This is a big open mine pit, basically. But there's rocks and things like that. I would say you probably don't get a sense that there's going to be a ton of. The one thing that you could do is potentially put you in danger, but you could potentially go over and push over one of the timber piles, and that could potentially roll out into the road and cause some sort of a impediment to some of these undead. But it might put you in danger.
Cool. I'm just not strong.
Right.
Yeah, you would have to make a strength check.
Yeah.
Unless you have some magic that would help you with it.
Adrenaline.
It does have adrenaline.
Best magic of all.
She already called on the Earth Rage once today. I don't know if it's going to do it twice.
My body is a bottomless well of Earth Rage. No, I think she's just running. I think she's running. She's
all right, you're running as well. All right, Ziva, you are carrying the lantern. Also, I will say that the lantern looks like it's going to go out soon.
Oh no! I do have one more ask, but I'm assuming it's not really feasible to refill the lantern.
You could. So you would need to stop running and just pour that oil flask into the reservoir of the lantern. So it would cause you to be sort of delayed slightly with this.
Would it take less time to light one of our torches off of the lantern?
Yes, it would take an action, and you'd be able to get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
You wouldn't have to stop.
Between Sheva and I, we've got 4 torches.
All right. She'll shout the lantern's almost out so that they know to do a little torching.
What else could be going wrong?
You had to ask.
Okay. All right. So you call that out, and then you keep running.
Yeah. If I can do an action, I mean, I'm scanning. If I don't see any more undead in our immediate vicinity, I might actually try to just do a quick shield of faith on myself.
Yeah, you can do that. Absolutely. Go ahead and give it a try.
Everybody else got hit. I don't also need to drop.
No. 11 is your target.
Well, I got a nat 20, so I am shielded as fuck. So that gives me a +2 bonus to my AC.
Yep.
For
and
5
I will
rounds.
say, because of the nat 20, we'll call it 10 rounds. It'll be doubled.
Ooh.
All right.
Shielded as fuck. All right.
Yeah, you are. So much faith.
So like I start like shouting like the lantern is is almost out of fuel. And you see with her free hand, she just like reaches up and grabs her amulet for a moment. And that, I mean, everybody would have seen it before because I know I did it during the castle fight at least once, but just like this almost like emanating first from the amulet, just like a sheer wave of like cold white light just like passes over her and then disappears after it's almost like encased her in a shell.
Nice.
Fucking
Very cool. Yeah, very, very cool. Power of the gods. Okay.
He wants being
Ziva,
converted slowly.
Give me a D6.
Slowly.
It is the god of
you
death.
heard the good word of our Lord and Ender Morvenir?
Ziva, give me a D6 roll, please.
Oh, no. Fuck, I rolled a 6.
We don't have enough going on. It's okay. We're gonna get slow.
All right, noted.
No,
All right.
no, we don't need to note that one. We can just pretend that didn't happen.
Okay, so let me do this. Go ahead and Chevron, give me a D6 roll as well.
No.
At least it's not a
D4. Why are you asking us? We're clearly the worst two to do this.
3.
A 3. Okay. As you are all running, 3 of these ghoulish creatures are chasing behind you. Let's see. And they are going to be able to make an attack. Let's see who they're going to attack. One of them is going to attack Ziva.
Mm-hmm.
As you shout out to your friends that your lantern light is starting to go low, but that is going to miss with a 7, I believe.
Yeah.
All right, and then the other one is going to come in and make an attack at Huon, and that's a natural 20. Huon, I'm going to roll two dice, double the dice here.
We can't use our luck to make you re-roll, can we?
No.
All of the luck.
That is 8 points of damage.
Huon's down. Yeah.
Huon is down. Uh-oh. I will roll your death timer. Okay. Huon goes down. Those are the only 2 that are within range to hit you. It goes back up to Chevron.
Seeing Huon go down, I'm going to drop my shield and go and pick him up.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say this because I forgot. As you drop your shield and turn back to go get him, you see that faceless, massive, creepy humanoid creature, and it's standing motionless as you turn and look, and you make way to get to Chevron, and it sort of blinks out of existence, and then it's standing like 10 feet away from Huon as you race forward. It's completely silent while these other things are like, it's just like,
yep. Not even being silent. I curse under my breath and scoop up Huon.
All right. Give me a strength check.
Is this crit?
Is it not really opposed? It's not really opposed. No. Let's just go. This will be, Huon's a little guy. You're a big guy. This is probably going to be easy. We'll call it a 9.
That is 11, 14.
Okay. Yep. So you scoop them up, and you have enough movement to put a little bit of distance between you and this weird silent demon. Okay, so that's your turn. You have Huon. Huon, I need to ask you a question. What is going on as Huon's life is being pulled from him? What kind of a thought is going on in his mind at this moment?
I think Huon is thinking about the fact that he never got to confront his father, his family, about what happened to him as a child. He had just gotten the information and he never got a chance to follow up on it.
And can you sorry, go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's fine. All the what ifs are going through his head. The last things that he remembers of his mom crying in the doorway, his dad taking a sack of gold as he got carted away. And he's just sort of the face of this man that he remembers as a child, but obviously never got to know, just sort of counting out coins as I cried and yelled for my mom as I went further and further away. And that's sort of what I see as the tunnel of light sort of starts stretching out, is sort of being overlapped with the scene of me being pulled away from my family.
That is fucking tragic.
Mm-hmm.
As you are crying, tears rolling down your child face, the heartbreak of your parents abandoning you for coin, you look over at the hand that grips your forearm, your tiny forearm, this big hand, and it is just a skeletal hand with these long claws on it. And you look up at the individual that's pulling you along through the streets, and it has no face. It is just this pale-bodied creature with no face. It doesn't look at you. It just keeps pulling you down towards the end of the tunnel. Let's go to Florence next. What's going on, Florence?
She'll pick up Chevron's shield where it lays and kind of put it under her arm, and like continuing to run from there, turning back to meet not the eyes of this massive demon that follows us, but to try to look into this creature. I think that she says aloud to it, "Please, we're here to make things right, I promise. Please let us pass."
Okay. And then you continue running?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ziva.
So I think it's time for Ziva to try to use her divine mandate.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll, keeping pace with Chevron, she will just reach out and place her hand almost over Huon's heart, and then she's gonna try to do breath for breath. Which I guess I don't need to roll, it just happens.
Yep. So the individual is immediately healed for 1 hit point. You must immediately roll a d4 and take on that damage in response to the balance of this ledger.
I mean, I haven't taken any damage yet today, so I'll be all right. For now. Famous last words. That is actually only a 1. My D4 did not betray me, so I take one damage in order to bring Huon back into at least functional for the time being. And I think with that whole the breath for breath, like it is like that sort of tendril of like this wispy, cold white light that goes from her mouth to Huon's mouth. Very, very literal, sort of. Just a sense that some of her essence has been transferred in order to delay his passage to the next world. So,
fuck yeah, very cool.
So sick.
Fuck yeah. All right. So Huon, you feel you're being pulled along by this skeletal hand, this creature pulling you down this roadway, and you look down at the hand and it just starts to fade and disappear. And suddenly your eyes open and you look up and you can just see the darkness above you. Ziva standing next to you, on her knees next to you, and you breathe with life with 1 hit point.
Now, don't go spending that all in one place.
Yeah, right. Okay, so then it is the creature's turn. Okay. I would like all of you as this thing is now very engaged with what's going on here. There we go. So many different notes. Actually, this will actually not be everyone. This is going to be focused on Florence.
Ooh.
Florence, I would like you to make a charisma check for me, please.
Okay.
As this creature has taken an interest in you.
We got luck points.
I have luck points? I don't think I have any left.
Can I donate? Can we donate a turn?
Yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can have one of mine.
Yeah, Chevron's been hoarding them all. So.
Everyone has spent some now.
Yeah, I went in feeling pretty rich this session, and Dave has punished us for our hubris. So
That is a natural 20.
Nice.
Let's go.
You hear a voice in your head, Florence, and it just says one word. Sister. And in a blink, this creature is gone. Meanwhile, these other creatures are still attacking you. They both converge on, well, let's see, who do they converge on? One of them is on Florence. That is an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
3 points of damage. And then give me a con check, please. And the
Can't
other
let you
one,
enjoy that for too long.
yeah, the other one comes up on Ziva.
15.
Ziva, that's a 15. Does that hit your AC?
unfortunately, even with the buff right now, yes.
Okay, shoot. All right.
Yeah, it hits me.
4 points of damage to you, and I do need a con check as well. Florence, what was your con check?
15.
That's good. You needed a 12, so you do
Sweet.
not. You're not paralyzed.
Haha! That is not a nat one, but because most of my stats are -1, that's a big bonus on my
Okay.
con check.
Roll a d4.
So-
Ziva, roll a d4. That'll
Yeah,
be your
no,
rounds
I'm
of
doing it. I'm doing it.
paralysis.
One.
Okay, one round of
Okay.
paralysis as you
Okay.
drop to the ground next to Huan, who you just brought back from Death's Door.
Huan is still at death's door. He has 1 hit point.
I'm still carrying you on, right?
Sure. Yeah,
Because
I think
I'm
so.
about to drop
Yeah,
him.
you never put him down. You never put him down.
Yeah, because it was
That's about to happen.
I was trying to do it as we were running. I was trying to do this like breath for breath thing. So
It's all
obviously
good.
now I
So
drop. But,
what happens here at the top of the order? Let's see. I would say that probably. Well, everybody, give me a wisdom check. Who's conscious right now and not paralyzed?
so rude. My
I know.
only good stat, and I don't get to roll it.
13.
Just because I'm
14.
paralyzed doesn't mean
13.
I'm not smart anymore.
Huan?
14.
Okay. You know what, Huan? I think yours would be made with disadvantage just because of you're just coming back from. So
Sure.
just go ahead and roll again.
10.
Okay, so Chevron, as you drop Huan to the ground, and you look over and you can see these small creatures sort of emerging from the rock piles around where this battle is taking place. More of these creatures, these undead ghouls, are racing down the street towards you, kind of converging on your location. And as you look over, you see these creatures that are emerging from the sides around you. They're small stature, and you see they knock arrows in small short bows, and they start firing at the ghouls, loosing arrows. Go ahead and give me, Chevron, a d20 roll, please.
Buddies.
19.
Okay, so they go ahead and shoot and take down 4 of these ghouls that are racing down the street. There are more behind them. It's the top of the order. Chevron, what do you do?
Okay, I drop Huan unceremoniously. Like, I don't have time to set him down.
Oof.
with these ghouls that are on us, right? Because they just took Ziva down, and Ziva was right next to me.
Mm-hmm.
I stepped forward without my shield and just baseball bat swing my Morning Star at the one that took Ziva down.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
I will use a luck point.
Okay.
God dang, man. These dice. Oh. 7.
7 is a miss, unfortunately, as this thing is writhing as it kind of like crouches over Ziva. All right, that is your turn, Chevron. I would say you look over. Give me a quick wisdom check. We'll call this a normal check. 12 for you.
Natural 20, 21.
Okay, very nice. These look like these creatures that are firing arrows. These are goblins. Okay. Goblins have emerged from the surrounding rocks and are firing at these ghouls. Huon, you have 1 hit point. What do you want to do?
Huon is going to take advantage of the fact that this creature is stooped over Ziva and is trying to eat her, I would imagine, and get behind it and stab the shit out of it.
Yeah, it is unawares. Go ahead and attack, please.
Let's go.
That is 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
I knew I brought you back for something.
For 13 points of damage.
Okay, describe how you kill this thing.
With the curved blade end of Beulah, he just slashes across the back of his head as he's sort of bending down over Ziva and cuts its head off.
Okay.
I say, Molvenir says hi.
And I mumble I was aiming too high.
All right, that's sweet. Florence, it's your turn. You've got one of these things right on you, I think.
Okay. Florence didn't notice that these are goblins that are shooting.
Not yet. You've got this thing like right in your face. That's your main observation at this moment.
I think that she just ringing in her ears, sister. Her eyes go black and she like does a scream right back in its face and casts Willow Man.
Okay. All right. Let's get a roll.
Oh, that's an 18 on the dice for a dirty 20.
That works. Let's see. Make a morale check. Even if it's not subject to morale checks. It fails the morale check and takes off running. Hell yeah. It is shocked at the howl that comes from you. It is so guttural and from the very soul, and it just takes off running. As you watch it run, you see a flash of white, and you look over and you can see that tall creature, that faceless creature, is now behind the group as you kind of turn back to your group, and it is on the other side of the battlefield. Ziva, it's your turn. You are paralyzed this round, and then you'll be up next round. Okay?
Yeah, and I only got the one. So this is my one. This is my one round. I do nothing.
Yep. All right.
I take a little break. I take a little nap.
You take a little break. All right. And then let's see. These other guys are coming in. Ty, you've been so good at this. Go ahead and give me a 2d4 roll, please.
Oh my god. Dude.
This is like the whole barracks worth of ghouls is headed your way right now.
Let's see.
We've hardly made any noise.
That's right. 5.
5? Okay.
Yeah.
That's not terrible.
I could use a primacy and bump it.
You want to bump it to a 6? I will allow it.
No, I think I'm all right with 5.
Okay. All right.
Actually, I'll bump it down.
Yeah, right. Okay, so they are going to come racing in. Yeah, this is their turn at the bottom of the order. So the first one's going to attack Florence. That is going to be a 15.
I got 3 hit points in a dream. Let's see.
Okay. I just rolled a 6 on the die.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Florence is holding my shield.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
He is.
So does that help you? That should add 2 to your AC.
2.
My AC is still only 14 with that.
The only thing I would say is probably, honestly, like thinking about it, she doesn't have proficiency with shields, so it's a wash anyways, but anyhow. So it hits you first. Here's what I will say though. Would you like to impose disadvantage on this attack?
I would love to. Yes, please.
You feel this warmth sort of envelop you for just, it's almost imperceptible. But it's different from what you're feeling right now with the rage and the fear and the coldness of this place, the wind, the death, and the evil that surrounds this manifestation of the Shadowdark. That is going to be an 8 total. Does that miss you? Okay, so in a second you almost like shift, and with it's almost like it's unluck. It's the opposite of luck that somehow is juxtaposed upon this creature that's attacking you, and it misses
Your eyes
you.
are
Very
still
nice.
obsidian black.
The next one is going to go after Huon. That is going to be an 11. I don't think that hits.
Nope.
The next one is going to go after Chevron. That is going to be an 18.
I'm not a dragon.
Yep, 5 points of damage, Chev. And I do need a con check. 12.
Look, we can't all be paralyzed.
We have
It wouldn't be
rocks.
good.
We found polished rocks earlier.
do
It's
have-
still-
you
Yeah,
have
they've got to
rocks.
do something, right?
We're gonna have good luck.
Rocks fall. No,
Little worry stones for us to rub when things are getting rough.
Yeah,
I gotta use a luck.
it's for our mental health.
And that's a 20.
Fidget stones.
Natural 20. Okay. All
Our
right.
emotional
So
support
you are
rocks.
able to push back the paralyzing effect of this creature's attack. The next one, there's 3 more to attack. Ziva, it's gonna be, you're on the ground, so it's gonna be with advantage. That's gonna be a 19 to hit for 3 points of damage.
Oh.
Mother flipper.
Okay.
I'm still alive.
Yep. Go ahead and give me another con check.
No.
Just got out of it. Just got out of it.
I was going to get back up.
Oh no! All right, roll a d4.
The goblins are gonna come to our rescue any second.
That's another 1.
Okay, so one more round. This one is
dice set is not very well rated.
Chevron, an attack coming at you. You're able to parry it with your Morningstar, and the last one is also at Chevron, and that is a 15. I think that does hit you, doesn't it? Yep.
Yep. I don't know
Only
which
one.
anyway.
Only 1 point of damage, but I do need the con check. So that's all 5 of them. That is the bottom of the order. You just need a 12 on the con check.
16.
Okay. Yep. You are somehow maintaining your footing in this time of dire straits. That's when more of these goblins that some of you know are now goblins are loosing arrows. Let's go to Ziva. Give me a d20 roll, please, for the goblins.
14 on the die.
14.
Does that mean we get 14 goblins that come to our aid?
No,
14
but
goblin priests.
no, but they do hit and take out another 3 of these creatures.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty good. That is the goblin's turn. You watch, those of you who aren't paralyzed. Sorry, Ziva. No offense. You guys can see this, and maybe your eyes are open. Ziva, I don't know. Are your eyes open? You might see this.
See if we can probably hear.
It's probably real
You could definitely
unsettling
hear it.
because
You
if
can
I'm
definitely hear
paralyzed,
it.
they're not blinking. So there's just
the
tears
challenge is-
streaming down Ziva's face as her eyes attempt to keep themselves moisturized. It's not good.
No, it's not. you watch as this faceless creature that stands some 16 feet tall reaches down and swipes at these goblins and grabs one of them with its hand and just pierces it with its big claw right through the neck, and then drops it to the ground, grabs another one and does the same thing, tears it apart and drops its body parts. And that is when you will see another individual race forward and get down right in front of this creature that's standing some 16 feet tall with its hands up in the air. And it says some sort of an incantation of some sort. And he watches this beam of light comes cresting through the gloom, piercing through the veil of the Shadowdark down onto this creature, and it howls. Huan, give me a 2d6 roll as this beam of what you can only guess to be moonlight shines down upon this thing as this goblin is standing there like casting some sort of spell on it. Chevron, what'd you roll?
7 total is what I rolled.
7 total. Okay, this thing sizzles and burns. It puts its clawed hands up in the air, and then in a blink, it is gone. A man runs up. An individual runs up with a mask on his face, and he comes over to you, Huan, and says, "We've got to go right now." And he does not sound like a goblin, by the way.
No.
He says, "Follow me. Gather your people together." Another set of goblin archers come in and take shots. You watch as these stout dwarven men come forward with hammers and start bashing against the ghouls that are still advancing on your position. And the man reaches down and pulls Ziva up. And he says, "Follow me." And he starts climbing through this sort of this rocky, bouldery field up away from the road.
Follow him.
Well, now he's got me, so you guys gotta follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see to Florence to make sure Florence has her footing and
just barely. Yeah, she blinks and like the obsidian glassy quality of her eyes kind of like disappears and right. And she follows.
Okay, you all start running. You notice that as you pass down into this gully, there is another a dwarven man who's got a lantern, and he opens the hood on the lantern a little bit to give more light, and you can see that they must have been coming down this slope. There's a foot trail that goes up into the rocky outcrops, and you follow them up these crags and watch as these goblins sort of like protect the rear guard as they're firing arrows down on these ghouls, as they're sort of like the ghouls are climbing up these escarpments and trying to get up this, but it's just too narrow and they can't get to you. And eventually you find yourselves escaping into a cave, following this man. And as he gets you all inside, the goblins come inside as well. They roll a rock in front of the cave entrance to block its light. And he pulls this like a burlap or jute sack off of his head, and you can see that he's a dwarven man, and he's breathing heavy. And he looks at you and he says, "I'm Dalric Stonewake. Where the hell did you come from?" And that's where we're going to go ahead and end this session.
Nice.
Brilliant.
That was such a good
Sweet.
game, guys.
That was a roller coaster.
Can I get that name one more time?
Dalric Stonewake.
Which
would be familiar to some of you. The surname at least.
Yeah,
related to the dwarf who was executed.
Mm-hmm. So you've got yourselves a group of goblins and dwarves that kind of came to your rescue there at the last moment.
Yay!
That's how we're gonna win. Diversify. Get all the people together.
Alliances. Yeah, definitely.
Right.
All right. Well, that was an epic above ground dungeon crawl through the patch, and we'll see what happens next time.
Look, you can't believe we won.
Nasty shit out there, man. Nasty shit. Let's go around the table and do some outros. Let's start with Dungeon Mr. Ty.
I'm exhausted. I went from a whole bunch of luck points to 1. And I took a whole bunch of damage. I'm Dungeon Mr. Ty, owner of Adventure Sling Productions, creators of New of Arden.
Heyo.
And the Fortune's D4 system, which is why I roll 4s really high. please check us out at adventuresling.com. Check out our podcasts. Check out the fun stuff that we're doing. There's a lot of free stuff to just enjoy and experience the world and learn about New of Arden. I am running I have 3 more sessions of a Wednesday night New of Arden game over at Folk and Myth. That is at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern, tomorrow, Wednesdays for the rest of the month. And I will be heading to GaryCon in March. I think that is my big event for March. I think there may be a couple of other live streams going on. Actually, Sunday, there is a live stream at Folk and Myth. It's a fundraiser trying to help Bleak Season's fiance, Cato, with some finances to cover school, because Cato recently moved to Canada and is on a student visa, as I understand it, and that is the objective there. So we're trying to help out with that. And that is at, I think it's at 5 o'clock. It might be at 6 o'clock Pacific on Sunday. Other than that, I've been playing Chevron, and fortunately still am. And we'll see you next week.
Wow, that was tense. Thank you so much, Ty. I appreciate you. I didn't want to like change your decision, but I wanted to make sure that in that moment where Chevron was contemplating running forward, that you had the chance to react to the situation.
Yeah. Well, what you were seeing there is me in Chevron's mind saying, there's only one way out of this, and it's to get out. And the only way to get out is to go the way we came. And the only way to go the way we came is if somebody distracts that creature, and that's my job.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not.
I'm glad that
Ziva wasn't going to leave.
Talked you out of it. Yeah. I'm really glad that your friends talked you out of it.
Ziva wasn't going to leave. So
it would have been sad to say goodbye to Chevron. It would have been really sad to say goodbye to Chevron in that moment. But
Ziva will go down trying before she's going to give up on the idea of at least finding out what happened to Zavros and if he's alive.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to risk my life.
It's hard to just walk away and come back with reinforcements. So lock in, buddy.
And I wasn't going to risk my life if my allies were just going to die right behind me. So,
yeah. Good call, everybody. All right, let's jump over to let's go to Rouge.
Hello, I'm Rouge. I have been Ziva Darrell this evening. No current stuff that I'm doing to promote, but as always, I mentioned things I used to do that you can still find online. I used to be part of the adult comedy a cappella band, the Misbehaving Maidens. It is not safe for work, but you can find all of our music, most of those places that you already stream your music from. We just don't perform anymore. And then also, I have previously mostly played over at Live from the Apocalypse. So if you want to go check out their channel, or if you want to go check out their archives, you can find things that I used to play in, including a podcast that I was part of called Cryptid Community College. So, and I'm glad I survived to come back for another session, because I wasn't confident there.
Just barely. All right. Well, thank you so much, Rouge. Let's jump over to Grace next.
Hey. I've been Florence the Witch. Check out the Adventures Spellbook. Check out the Adventures Backpack when it goes on sale in a couple of weeks. Check out the Adventures Leg podcast. It was so awesome being there. Tim and Ty, you guys are fucking awesome hosts. As I said before, it was so much fun. It was very, very, very cool. And I don't know, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm on Instagram. It's Crane_rights. And this has been such a blast. And above ground dungeon was the perfect way to put it. This combat was like so much fun. It was awesome. Thanks for running it.
Hell yeah, my pleasure. I did just put the link to the Castles and Crusades Adventures Spellbook Reforged crowdfunding campaign. So go check it out. I just got my Adventures backpack. I'm very excited to check it out.
The Blade Dancer, the Warlock, all the racial classes. It's exciting stuff.
Very stoked. All right, last but certainly not least, Mr. Jose Ortiz.
Heyo. Let me just say that I don't think I remember a gaming session where we have had highs followed immediately by lows in rapid succession. Like nobody got a chance to revel in the good thing they just did, the awesome thing they just did, because the next round they were bleeding out of the ground. That was awesome. That was awesome. So thank you for what's that?
I'm sorry to jump in front of you, but that is a great point. My emotional run was like, oh no, we can't get out of this. Oh, we made it. Oh no, we're gonna
That was a roller coaster like none I've been on before. So that was awesome. Thank you, Dave, for running us. Thank you for all the stuff you do behind the scenes. We really appreciate it. Tuesdays are such a blast for me. I have been playing Huon the Cat's Claw, still alive and possibly getting a tattoo of Morvenir once it's all over.
Oh yeah.
Ziva will hold your hand for the tattoo session when get it.
So can't wait to see how we get out of this thing. Other than Tuesdays, every other day of the week, I'm working on the Realms Bound project, which is a collaboration with Ed Greenwood, where you're writing a book, a guide to the Dale Lands. And there'll be 3 other books following that in rapid succession. First one's coming out end of March, and I'm writing some of it and doing a lot of art for it. And we have a huge team who's doing all sorts of awesome writing and art for it. So can't wait for that to come out. And also just finished a bunch of art for New Varden for the new module that's coming out, Mall of Mountains. So that's going to be, that looks cool. I can tell you that much. So there you go. Yeah.
You made it look cool, my friend.
Thank you. Looking forward to next Tuesday, guys.
Hell yeah. We've got 2 sessions left to see what happens to this motley crew of heroes. Thank you all very much. That was a lot of fun. It was very intense, basically from the get-go. And there wasn't a whole lot of chance to catch breaths, but that was the idea. This place is like super dangerous. And the rolls that you had were epic. We had some awesome moments. So one of my favorites was the just destroying 5 of these ghouls like right out of the gate with the turn undead. That was so good. And then the use of the divine mandate was really cool as well. Those were some highlights for me. You guys, we've got a lot going on.
That one in my back pocket.
We've got Thursdays. We're here with GM Penborough, aka Paul, who is taking us back into our Siren's Demise campaign, which is a House of Eidolons game. House of Eidolons being a game that he created in a cyberpunk setting. It's a very cool system, very fun setting, and we're excited to see where that goes. On Saturdays, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, we'll be back with more of our things from the Flood with Alan Henry and the New Zealand contingent of Guild Superior. An absolutely fantastic sort of sequel game to Tales from the Loop. I highly recommend you check it out. We'll have the second episode up on our YouTube channel in short order. We've got a lot of stuff coming up as well, including Jose is going to be running a game in Forgotten Realms, a D&D game, starting in next month in March. In April, we've got Shiv coming to start a campaign in the Simbaroom world, which is a dark, gritty, fun world. And Shiv is just a brilliant GM, super fun. And then we've also got Paul Penborough coming back to do more. He's going to run a New Varden game. We've also got Candace the Magnificent and crew coming back to do more Monster Hunters Club. And then in June, I'll be running a Invincible game, which is a superhero game. I'm sure you're familiar with the comic book. Which is going to be very fun as well. So lots going on, and we have an open casting call. So if you are on Blue Sky, that would be a place to find it. I guess I could promote our Blue Sky. Let me put the link in the chat here.
Birthday.
I'm very bad at promoting this stuff. Yes, on my birthday, which is March 5th, thank you. Ty is going to be running a Mork board game, a one-shot, as is our tradition. We've been doing it for, I think this is our 4th year. Ty, I'm just so thankful. It's going to be so much fun to do that. I'm trying to think. There was something else. You can find the casting call over on our Blue Sky or in our Discord if you're in our Discord. The one thing I've been wanting to do is get people to subscribe to our YouTube channel because I want to get that to 1,000 for some reason. Just seems like a thing. We're at 976 or something. So if you're not already subscribed, go over there and subscribe. And we will see you on Thursday for House of Eidolons. Thank you so much for being here. Please do what you can to spread some positive ripples in your community. Call your friends, check in on your loved ones. It means a lot to people in this time of chaos and anxiety. So be good and do good, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.